Hey guys, how you doing? This is ASH and you're watching me on my YouTube channel. I'm in Leeds today at one of my uncle's house and I'm going to just show you a quick video of his garden, and this is what you actually call a proper garden. This guy basically grows everything, all the vegetables you can think of, all the Bangladeshi vegetables. So now I'm going to switch the camera and show you all these crops he's got in his garden. So all this here is actually all spinach, sag spinach, all this on this side there, that's all onions. Again, Khodu, all pumpkin here, all this is all onions again, like some sort of berries, more berries. Let's see what's going on in the greenhouse. Guys, look at that. We're gonna have one of these roosters. We're gonna pick our rooster in a bit. Rohan, choose your rooster.
That big one there.
That big one there. I'm thinking of having that white one.
Which one?
That big white one in there.
Oh.
Hey chickens, how you doing, chickens? Chickens. Count all of them. How many is there?
About 17 chickens.
17 chickens. Damn. These vegetables. What is this one? That's the
Bangla Khodu.
Bangla Khodu.
Yeah, so we'll see in the next couple of months. This is a brand new. This is the first time this greenhouse has been built.
Okay.
So it's not, as you can see, it's not fully finished yet.
All right.
We built it ourselves. So
Tell me about all the vegetables you're growing in there.
We've got more Bangla Khudus here, tomatoes, we've got figs, nagamoris, Bangladeshi Uri, Ausha Khodu, more Bangla Khodu, cucumbers.
So this one's actually a proper cucumber tree.
This one's cucumbers. See the little these are the female flowers.
Okay.
So these will grow into if they're set, then they'll grow into cucumbers.
All right. And is that spinach there?
No, they're shalgam.
Okay, shalgom's turnips.
No, in English it's called kohlrabi.
Kohlrabi.
And the dunya at the back.
Coriander.
Aubergines at the back over
The
there.
aubergines there, them aubergine ones.
Yeah, chili plants over there.
All chili ones. What, the Bangladeshi chilies or the Nagamoris or what? Just
There's
green
a mix. There's green chilies, Nagamoris, Bangladeshi Moris. So there's a mix there at the moment.
Okay, let's go to the next bit then. What's going on here? All this side.
Swimming pool for the kids to play in.
All these berries or what?
Black currants.
Are these black currants?
Yeah, these are black currants. So
Okay, I didn't realise.
they're just about to ripen now.
Okay, let's try a black currant.
They taste a bit. They don't taste great.
Rohan, what do you think of the taste of black currant? Have you tried one?
Yeah. Bismillah.
So all these are black currants, yeah?
They're good for making blackcurrant pies and stuff like that. This is all my fruit section here.
Okay.
So I've got strawberries down at the bottom, raspberries over there. So the way I've got this is I've got strawberries that are fruiting right now, so they're ripening right now. As soon as these finish ripening, the raspberries will be ready. So for the next month or so, we're going to be galore with strawberries.
Okay.
And as soon as the strawberries finish, it's raspberry season.
Okay.
Plum tree.
Plum tree.
It's flowered. It flowered first time last year. This year it's flowered a little bit, and we've got a couple of fruit that's set, but it's not. Hopefully next year this will start producing some decent fruit. There's one plum there.
Okay, I could see that little one there.
Yeah, so that's the first fruit on this tree.
Oh, mashallah.
This is all strawberries down here.
All strawberries still.
So the top bunch is they're my oldest strawberry plants, so they're about to be taken out and replaced with. And as you go down here, these are younger plants. This is a cherry tree.
A cherry tree.
Picked the last bunch of cherries this morning, so they've been taken up.
Green beans.
These are all runner beans.
Okay.
Runner beans down here. Lettuce.
Okay, all fresh lettuce.
Lettuce down here.
Okay. So all this patch is going to be all lettuce? Or a lot of it?
Up to that twig.
Okay.
So where that bare earth is, I'm going to plant some more today. So you can watch me plant some later on if you want.
Yeah, definitely.
I've got some mixture of... What I do with this bed is it's stuff that we're going to pick and take from all the time. So it's really good, nutritious soil that produces fast. So lettuce, they go in, they come out, and they're being replaced all the time. So it's really nutritious soil here. So we've got lettuce, coriander, got denga, got spinach over there, chard, mixture of chard and spinach. We've got carrots in amongst.
Carrots as well?
Yeah, you see those leaves that are growing quite fine?
Yeah.
They're carrots. So you can see them scattered about. So this is a very mix and match bed. The thing is with carrots is you get a lot of carrot fly. So if you mix and match, you disguise the scent. So I've got some onion, some leeks growing amongst them. Some onions.
So now let's go to this bottom bit. This bit.
This one.
No, what is this? What's going on here?
This is
Pumpkin.
Pumpkins, Bangla Khodu, sweet corn.
So you know pumpkin and Bangla Khodu, the different types of pumpkin. Basically, one's a sweet one.
What the thing? I've got a few different types. I've got a sweet. I've got Bangla Khodu is more of a gourd. Yeah, so it's not as sweet. We've got the green sweet pumpkin here as well. So the skin will be green, but the flesh will be orange. It'll be really sweet.
So you've got two types of pumpkins growing here.
Three types.
Three types of pumpkin growing here.
They're the green pumpkins. There's a mixture of Aucha Khodu and other sweet pumpkins here. Courgette's over here.
Okay. So this takes a lot of your time, Martin.
The thing is, it's a family effort. It's not. It's something that all the family gets involved in. Not right now. That the whole family gets involved at a point. So here we've got like the sweet corns. The kids planted that.
Sweet corns, okay.
The kids planted the sweet corns. The kids did a lot of potatoes.
Okay.
Go inside. Go and get a drink from inside then. We've got shalgam over here. More shalgam over here. Some cucumbers in that corner.
And this is onions, yeah?
This is all onions. For some reason, my onions and my garlic hasn't been good this year.
So you got garlic growing as well?
Garlic's been harvested already because you see this sort of orangey stuff.
Yeah.
It's a bacterial infection on that affects anything from the allium family. You know, onions, leeks, garlic, and I got it really bad this year. So my garlic had to be pulled early, and as you can see, my onions aren't doing fantastic this year. But normally I get a decent crop of onions from here.
Okay. And now Martin, going to this bit, is that more...
This is more pumpkins, more Bangla Khodu, more courgettes.
And here, spinach?
No, this is all Bangladeshi denga.
Okay.
So, laifata over there, so mustard.
So okay, that's all mustard, yeah?
Yeah, and then denga. And amongst them we've got, the short beans.
Yeah.
So these are the French beans. So what's going to happen is the denga will be pulled from around the plants.
Okay.
And then the short beans will take over. So the way I do it is not to try and leave any land idle. So it's constantly producing. See, I had my garlic in here. I took the garlic out straight after the garlic. It's come as a blessing actually, because I took the garlic out early. I've been able to plant the pumpkin straight in after.
Martin, the bottom section.
At the bottom, we've got a couple of apple trees and a couple of pear trees on the end. Raspberries, red currants, gooseberries. Another Bangla Khodu here.
Raspberries, gooseberries.
Raspberries over here. Let's see if I can find you a ripe gooseberry. You need to be careful with these.
Mashallah, you got everything. This is a pear tree, isn't it, this one?
Yeah, that's
you can see quite a lot of pears on there already.
See, that should be nice for you to try. Bismillah. That's not fully ripe yet. When they're fully ripe, they'll go red.
What is this again?
It's a gooseberry.
Okay, let's try this gooseberry. MashaAllah.
They're not fully ripe yet, so they're still a bit sour yet.
The apple tree. What apple are these? That tastes quite nice actually.
I can't remember the name of the variety. It's just an eating apple.
Okay. And what's going on here? You do anything there?
This is my magic. This is my secret. It might not look pretty, but this is where all the magic happens.
Okay. Tell us about it.
So all the chicken poo, all the waste peelings from the house, potato peels, onion peels, got any sort of organic matter, tea bags, coffee grounds, anything, any organic matter gets put onto here, left to rot. And if you come and touch this,
Yeah.
not there. Let me get a fork. You'll feel the heat come off it. If I just you touch that there, you can feel the heat.
Damn, it is warm. Yeah, it's proper warm. Why is that?
Oh, be careful. What happens is there's as soon as you start see grass, bits of grass. What happens is when you start stacking compost, green matter, organic brown matter, and you start stacking it in the right ratio, there's a chemical reaction happening while it's breaking up, all of it's breaking down. As well as that, if I open that up properly, it'll just be heaving with worms. It'll be full of worms just eating everything up, and that produces some of the richest compost. This is some of the more finished product. See, as you can see, there's baby worms in there. There's all kinds of little creepy crawlies, and that is more beneficial to your soil than anything you're gonna buy from the shop.
Okay.
Do you know when you buy compost from the shop?
Yeah.
It's dry, it's powdery, it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
It's produced so much and it's rotted down so much. It's pretty much dead. But this stuff, it's heaving with life. And it's fully organic. I mean, everything. I don't spray with anything. I don't use any chemicals. So it's all natural food.
Oh.
My fertilizer comes from my chickens. One thing comes up, I plant something, I take it out and I replace it with something else. Got some more courgettes over here, some more khodu.
Can you actually see any khodus here, Martin?
No, it's too early for that.
Martin, and what's going on here? All this side? Or have we covered it?
This is just a patch that's just weeds, so just ignore that.
Oh.
But we'll get some strawberries now.
See that, guys, and my daddy's here now. So Martin, oof, look at them. I didn't even look down there.
Yeah, taste that. See if you. The thing is, you can eat these straight from the plant. You don't have to worry about washing them because.
Rohan, try one of these strawberries.
You don't have to worry about washing them because I don't spray with anything. So there's no chemicals. The only thing that you might get, the odd creepy crawly.
Look at it, nice. Try one of the strawberry, Rohan.
Yeah, get that nice one.
So Rohan, what is Martin to you?
So sweet.
What is Martin to you?
To my mama.
No.
I'm not sure.
He's your granddad.
Pretty young granddad, eh?
Yeah, he's a young granddad, innit? So basically your dad's uncle. Young granddad, innit?
Yeah.
What does that taste like, Rohan, that strawberry?
It's nice and sweet.
Nice and sweet. You don't even need to wash it.
See, when you get strawberries like that from the shop,
No.
how fresh are you getting it? You see, the minute you pick it, Baba, Adi, one for you. There you go.
That's a big one, that. Big strawberry.
Bismillah.
Bismillah. Do you want to try this?
Ready? I've got one for you. Come here. Come over here. Come over here.
Another strawberry.
You want a baby one? There you go. Good.
Is that washed?
You don't need to wash it. Baba picked it, yeah.
Huh?
Baba's made sure there's nothing on it.
So Martin,
Gee.
just introduce yourself.
For my day job, I'm a chartered accountant.
You're a chartered accountant, and which firm do you
You
work
can come
at?
with me.
I work for my Leeds accountant,
Why?
Okay, and what do you do during the evening?
and I'm a student of Deen as well. So I'm about to graduate as an alim in the next few weeks, inshallah.
So you're gonna graduate as an alim in the next few.
A few weeks.
And where have you been studying?
I've been studying at Jamia Khatabun Nabeen, so JKN Madrasa in Bradford.
Okay, mashallah. So you've got all sorts of things going on, and then you're a keen, passionate garden grower as well.
The thing is, being so busy, you've got to find a way of balancing it all out. And this place just gives me my little sanctuary. Do you know, I can shut myself off from the world here, and it's like once I'm out here, I'm transformed into another world. No one disturbs me. My phone's inside the house. People know when I tell them I'm in my garden, they know that they're never going to reach me.
That's your own space. That's your own time.
This is my space.
Let's look at them.
We're just starting yet, so.
Good. So what's your next plan? What are you going to grow soon? Because summer's here.
Right now, well, you're going to watch me in a bit. I'm going to plant some more carrots. I'm going to plant some more lettuce. I'll plant some more coriander today. And that'll be it now. Now it's just a waiting game. Make sure everything's fed, weeded. There's no insects eating everything. I mean, I had a right battle with the crows on that cherry tree because the crows were nicking.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what is the hardest part of growing? What do you have to look out for, or what do you need to do? Make sure your plants are like growing properly.
Something always wants to eat what you're growing. So the hardest part, like slugs love my strawberries. So I make sure I grow enough strawberries so there's enough for me and for the slugs.
Okay.
Because I don't like using the chemicals. I mean, my mum sometimes sneaks a few slug pellets around the Khudus when I'm not looking. But we've got a good balance here because at the moment there's a lot of toads and frogs in the garden. So the frogs, the toads, they eat a lot of the slugs. Now, I've not seen any hedgehogs yet, but if I could get some hedgehogs introduced into the garden,
Okay.
if I could attract some hedgehogs, that would be one of the best things for my garden possible because they'd go through the slugs in no time.
Okay. So basically one thing helps another thing. So you need it busy, you need all sorts of things going on here.
You need a full, it's a real ecosystem that you've got to manage. Make sure that while there's one thing growing, there's something else ready to keep it, do a lot of the work for you. I mean, like that bed over there, I don't dig that bed.
Okay.
A lot of this is no dig system. So, I mean, I can't physically dig all the time. So the way I've set this garden up is it's a no dig system. We take the compost, we lay it across the top, we mulch, lay the compost across the top and plant straight into that. And as you can see, it's very weed free.
When will this crop be ready?
Khudus and pumpkins, you're looking at maybe another couple of months yet.
So now basically what's ready in your garden, just basically strawberries are ready to eat.
Strawberries are ready to eat. There's spinach coming up all the time, lettuces are coming up all the time. There's been radishes taken out, coriander's being harvested every day. So whenever we want to cook, we just coming out here picking up coriander, putting that in the curries.
So you don't even need to go to groceries much, do you? Because the amount of vegetables you've got growing here.
Next month, from probably late July, the fresh vegetables will be coming straight from the garden.
So most of it, Martin, do you sell them or do you have it or dish it out to all families and stuff? Because there must be a lot of vegetables you're left with.
What we do with a lot of the vegetable is after we've dished it out to the families and given everyone their share, we freeze a lot of the stuff.
Okay.
So once we freeze the stuff, it lasts us pretty much till springtime. A lot of the veg. So
How long did it take you actually to set this all up? Because I remember when you bought the house, did you mainly buy it because of the land?
I bought it because of the land, but the garden was in a real state.
I do remember you were
Where you're
proper
stood
bad.
right now, the grass was as tall as I am.
Okay.
I mean, if I walked down into the garden, you wouldn't be able to see me for the grass
Oh.
and the weeds, and there were random trees growing in the middle. You know, young trees that had just self-seeded.
Yeah.
They were growing in the middle. So there was all sorts of. The garden was horrible. I've got some pictures of it.
How long did it take you to transform it all?
The thing is, I don't think it's finished being transformed yet.
Okay.
I've got some real plans for this garden. I mean, the greenhouse has gone up now, so we're going to see how that goes. But if that greenhouse works out nice, then my plan is, from where we're stood right now to where that tree is, putting one long greenhouse and putting an indoor pond
Okay.
and start growing our own fish.
Mashallah, that'd be nice.
So
Then you don't need to go to your local shops to get all them frozen fish. You can have your fresh.
exactly.
Did you have a pond at one time here?
Here I've never had a pond,
Okay.
but you remember in my old house I used to have all the fish tanks, so I know how to keep fish. I know how to maintain a good fish ecosystem.
So let's talk about chickens and hens and stuff. I remember you told me earlier on, did a fox come and actually take one of the hens or chicks, or?
A fox took one of the chicks a couple of weeks ago. It's the third batch now that we've hatched out ourselves. Chicks that we've hatched out ourselves. So I've got some fertile eggs. One of my chickens gets quite broody and sits on the eggs and hatches them. So once that happens, we get our own chicks. We've got our own little production system. Unfortunately, I've not been able to keep a rooster. I used to have some really nice roosters, but we got a couple of complaints from the neighbours. They complained to the council.
Oh dear.
And because of that, there's no more roosters here.
Why were they complaining about the roosters too loud?
It crows in the morning, so because it crows in the morning, some of the neighbours don't like being woken up at that time.
How much land would you say you've got here?
I think it's about it's just over a third of an acre.
Okay, but still you got enough land.
The plot is just over a third of an acre.
Okay.
The whole plot, front to back.
Let's look at them cherries now, how they're looking, Martin. So what we're going to do with these cherries now?
You're gonna eat them.
We don't even need to wash them. We're going to finish them all. Is there anything we've missed in your garden we've not covered?
I mean, got some potatoes over here growing in the tire system.
Red, white potatoes.
One of each. So
Okay.
what I do is I put a tyre down, plant the potato in the first tyre, fill it with soil. As soon as the potato plant grows higher than the first tyre, put the next tyre on, fill that with soil. As soon as and just let it grow up. And that way you get potatoes at two levels rather than just at one level. It's just like
Okay.
an earthing up system, but it's quite nice, and it uses recycled old rubber
Okay.
rather than going to
Are you thinking of getting any kind of vegetables that you've missed? Any new kind of vegetables or anything? Or have you got about every vegetable there
The
is?
thing is, because of my alim course, this year I've not been able to give it. These last couple of years I've not been able to give my full time here. But after I graduate, I want to spend more time here and more or less transform it. Now it's just about making the garden infrastructure set. It's just about making it nice now. I mean, you can see my flowers are coming on. So,
But you know, just by recording it or watching it on video, you don't do justice. You have to actually come here and spend a bit of time and go all around the veggies, all around the crops and everything. Got a little pool is here for the kids.
but there's
And next, when the sun comes out, you'll be spending more time. When's last time you had one of them chickens, or you're thinking of having one soon?
It wasn't so long ago actually. There was a young rooster that was left, so we ate him.
But these, they're massive, aren't they? Compared to normal, they look really big.
The normal red laying hens, there's a couple of them that look a bit bigger than they are, but they're mainly feathers. Like there's the big gold one somewhere.
Okay, so what are they?
There you
What
go.
breed or?
There's an
what-
Orpington over there. There's some bluebells. There's a lot of hybrids, Welsummers. I can't remember.
So what the kind of difference or?
Well,
Because what's this one here?
which one? The white
This one with the red.
This one, that's a Welsummers, and I can't remember the name of that one, but she's a blue egg layer. She lays green eggs.
Okay. So you've got all the eggs as well from here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you thought about introducing some ducks?
I thought about it, but ducks are quite a lot of hard work, especially with the pond, and they make a lot of mess.
Okay.
But the good thing about ducks would be they'd go through the slug population in no time.
No time.
So
What about getting some other kind of animals that help? Cats, do they help or?
I mean, there's enough cats that visit the garden.
Just outside.
Yeah, I'll have my tea outside.
Okay.
There's enough. Khadija, can you take those in? Khadija.
Does she help you, Mutin, now and then?
This one is a proper little farm girl.
Oh, mashallah, proper farm girl, eh?
She does most of the hard work.
Oh, magic. What about your son?
Son's a bit more hard work.
So what's here? What's this?
This is just going to be flowers.
Okay, flowers.
Just to make the garden look a bit pretty.
Did you build all that yourself? Most of all this structure and everything? Even the benches?
Again, these benches are recycled. They're old pallets turned into furniture, garden furniture. Made
Okay.
out of old pallets.
Who made it or did you make it?
I mean, I made these beds. I built that greenhouse.
So before, what made you get into gardening?
We
Because
built the greenhouse through family. Just so out of all our family put together, we chipped in and built that.
what made you get into gardening?
I mean, getting
Because
into
I don't
gardening-
think you were quite keen gardener before, were you, when you were younger?
The thing is that when you remember when your dad, my dad, they all had the gardens.
Yeah, allotments in Darnell, yeah.
Yeah. So how old is Khadija? She's about 6 now. So we were 6, 7, 10, running around running in between the old men doing their gardening. So you
Definitely, I remember
learn
all them
little
days.
bits from there. And then when we've always lived in a terraced house, so we've never had a garden. So
No.
once we got into this nice patch of land, the first thing that I wanted to do was go back to those happy memories from my
From
childhood.
childhood, yeah,
and turn
definitely. I
this
remember all them days.
into a bit of an oasis. So that's what this is going to be.
Yeah. How long have you been in Leeds now, Martin? About 15, 20 years?
17 years now.
17 years. All them times have flied.
No, not 17 years. 19 years.
Nice.
19 years. Chard and spinach. This pigeons got it this morning, so as you can see, the pigeons have pretty much polished it off. But I'm really upset with that because the pigeons went a bit
But you
crazy.
can't really do much, can you?
The thing is, I've been very tempted to get an air rifle.
Or catch and put a trap for the pigeon.
You get a bit wary nowadays, do you know, if I start getting an air rifle
Yeah, definitely. You
With-
can't.
with neighbours. They might think I'm trying to do some jihadi training camp or something.
Yeah, that's what they'll think.
So you gotta be careful now.
Yeah, yeah. If you get one and you start training, they'll think you're doing something like that. So what are these seeds now?
These are some lettuces. So I sprinkle them in, and then what's gonna happen is most of them will be taken by the seeds. Will be either taken by the birds, or as they're coming up, the pigeons are gonna come and try and get them. You're gonna try and get their share. So my battle is I fight with the pigeons. So do you know how I said no dig?
Yeah.
I basically just mess about with the top surface soil, and it's ready to plant.
Are you gonna mix it?
No, I'm gonna just let the water take it in. I'm gonna spray it with water.
And when do you do that? Straight away or?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the hose pipe out now. Give it a good blast with the, and as soon as the water settles, as the soil settles with the water. So any patch of empty space I find, that's it. Something goes in. All I'm ever doing is disturbing the top 1 inch.
Okay.
At the beginning of the year, I'm putting in 2 or 3 inches of compost. Because it's all homemade, it's not
And
costing.
it's your own compost from there, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's all homemade, I can afford to do that.
Then you don't need to buy any.
The kind of soil I'm going on.
Hi guys. So as we showed you all the crops, a lot of interesting things going on here. Just by looking at on video, it don't do no justice because you're gonna have to actually be here to see it all. And that was my uncle Martin, chartered accountant. And I like coming to Leeds. Whenever I come here, I just like killing time. My daddy was here earlier on, my grandma, my daddy, but she's a little bit camera shy, so she didn't want to be on the video. The other uncles are inside and we're going to just chill. As you know, it's second day of Eid. It's all family times and we're just chill time here. So guys, I hope you like my video, and I'll try to show you a bit more of the garden. But as I said earlier on, just by looking at it does no justice. You have to see it with your own eyes, and you have to go around all over these different vegetables. And look at that, there's even a little scarecrow going on there. Guys, this is ASH. You're watching me on my YouTube channel. I hope you subscribe to my channel. And guys, keep it real. This is ASH signing out. Peace, yo.